Charlie Kirk was, and I can't believe I'm actually saying that, was. But anyway, Charlie Kirk was a giant of a generation, a titan, pretty much the greatest evangelist who is reaching our youth for today. Um, and he was a juggernaut, a titan, someone whose popularity was enormous and whose reach went very far. Maybe too far, actually. You know, he was reaching our youth with truth. He was bringing light to the dark into these colleges, what I call these indoctrination stations that are just, they're not teaching our children, they're brainwashing them and filling their minds with all kinds of just woke and progressive thought, crazy ideology. And the thing is, folks, Charlie Kirk, as you know, was killed and murdered right there on live television by a sniper's bullet. Basically a rage-filled radical, somebody who was filled with hate and wanted to destroy. And that's what our indoctrination stations have become. They're not pumping out, I don't know, children that are actually learning and growing, becoming more adult, more decent, etc. No, they're becoming indoctrinated, rage-filled radicals, angry agitators, something. And that's the thing, folks. It's like Charlie Kirk was killed, murdered in cold blood, and the mainstream media, the propaganda media, was more focused, seemed more upset that Jimmy Kimmel was suspended for just, 3 short days? A few, it could have been 4, it could have been 5, I think it was just, doesn't matter. A few short days suspension than they were that Charlie Kirk lost his life. He's gone for good. He's never coming back, he's never coming home. They focused more on Jimmy Kimmel's suspension than they did Charlie Kirk's assassination. What does that say? And more, I guess, I find all this talk about freedom of speech, the fight for the freedom of speech, I find it funny. Because where were they when Tucker Carlson was fired from Fox? There's been all kinds of conservative voices who were deleted, demoted, deplatformed, you name it. Where were they then? Oh no, they didn't care. They didn't care. It's only when it affects one of their own. You see, the left is all about violence. The right is about vigils. The left is about vilifying. As you know, they keep calling Trump Hitler and Nazi and fascist, and just pick your description and insert it there. While the right is trying to unify. That's the difference between these two parties. That's the state of America today. And again, what does that say about America?